is adding and subtracting multiples of 10 and then some ones within 100. Ashlyn, you've already been asked to put that away. You were told you could work on it a little later. So we'll need to finish lesson 3. Who needs to do this? Louise, you need to do it, or did you finish? No. Ask a neighbor. Do not come up here and interrupt my lesson to ask me what page you need to be on when I've already told you. That's very, very frustrating. Good. Louise, if I hear you make that sound again, you will be out. No, it was not. Do not lie to me. I do not like it. Anybody else needs to finish? Probably Valerie.
Ashlyn.
Zahidi, did you finish? Okay. All right. Louise, I need you to take a deep breath. And then let it out, and you need to settle it down. Okay, girls, excuse me, please. We're done. Go take a walk if that's what you're going to do. Okay. My goodness, you guys are feeling real wild today. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you and speak over you. So we're going to wait until you guys are going to take a couple of deep breaths and decide to be quiet and respectful of our lesson and our learning. Okay? I am not going to do it. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to be loud. I'm going to respect my learning partners. Okay, are we back in the learning zone? Okay, good. Thank you. Much better choices. If you need to go take a walk and come back to get back in the learning zone, you do that. All right. So we're adding tens and we're adding ones. Okay. Okay. I have all my Lincoln cubes over here, and I don't want to have to. Oh, hey, guess what? You know what I want to do? Very quickly, I was working on this strategy with the first graders, I mean, and it's kind of fun that it popped up right now. First graders, you are being incredibly disrespectful to the second graders right now. Jimmy, turn around in your seat. You are not chit-chatting with your neighbors. Danny, you're not going to chit-chat with your neighbors. If you need to answer a question, you may do that quickly, but you guys need to work quietly. I'm not going to talk over you. I can't do it. Thank you. All right. So the first graders were just working on this strategy, which I thought was pretty fun. That then the second grade book tells me to bring it up with you guys. It's making that group of 10. So can you guys see that number at all up there? That problem? 9 plus 4 is your problem. 9 plus 4. Okay? And what our goal is to try to make a 10. To try to make a 10 to make that easier. Because, and the reason is 9 plus 4 is a really easy problem. You guys should probably know that pretty quick, right? Because you're second graders and you've been adding for a while. And it should be like 9 plus 4, no problemo. Hayden, stop. That's very disruptive. You don't stomp through the classroom. Okay, but what's this going to help you? Because it could be, 39 plus something or whatever. Anyway, so you're going to look and you're going to say 9 plus 4. I'm rewriting this so that hopefully you guys can see it at home. 9 plus 4. I know 9 plus 1 equals 10. And I know 4 minus 1 is 3. If my 9 plus 1 equals 10, I'm doing the problem 10 plus 3. And I know that real quick. 10 plus 3 is Sadie? 13. Very good. If I remember my little run, 13 is a group of 10 and 3 extra 1.
I just wanted to say it.
You just wanted to say it. Just wanted to say it. Very good. Okay. All right. Are you ready to come in and be a learning partner? Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoa. Careful. Okay. I need you guys to be quiet and respectful now. Thank you. All right. We're going to talk about some equal problems real quick. Thank you guys who are being so quiet for listening. Eyes are and ears are up here. I appreciate it. Those are my awesome active learners. Anaya, come on, get to work, girlfriend. Okay, so if I have a problem, 8 minus 5, okay, 8. We are not doing that. Okay, 8 minus 5, and we have to really do that quickly, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, Ms. J, you're for some reason on this meeting twice. Can you get that second thing off? If I have to a little bit, anyway. So listen to the lesson. How about that? That would be what you're doing. You're listening to the lesson. Okay, so 8 minus 5 equals 3. Now, I have the problem 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6. Okay, if we absolutely have to do that and we don't know, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No, I landed on 3. Okay, so 9 minus 6. Are you going to continue to be rude and disruptive? You are getting no stickers for this behavior. Stop.
Take my medicine.
It doesn't matter. You need to be polite and respectful. You do not get to constantly interrupt me and argue with me. It's very rude. Jay, yeah, don't play with that. Okay, so guess what? If 8 minus 5 equals 3, if 9 minus 6 equals 3, did you guys know that 8 minus 5 equals 9 minus 6? Because the equal sign means, the same as, okay? Equals means the same as. So 8 minus 5 is the same as having 3, right? Because you had 8, you took away 5, you have 3. It's the same as having 3. 9 minus 6 is the same as having 3 because you had 9, you took away 6, you have 3. Okay? So therefore, 8 minus 5 and 9 minus 6, because they both equal 3 and 3 is equal to 3, this problem would be true. It would be correct. It would be true. 8 minus 5 equals 9 minus 6 because they are the same as. They have the same outcome, right? The same outcome, the same answer is 3. I don't know how 4 equals 3 plus 3. I don't know how 6 equals 5 plus 2. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Same thing, I can tell you and Danny are cheating off each other because you have the same wrong answer. 7 plus 3 does equal 10, but 3 plus 2 does not equal 4. So you need to go check yourself before you wreck yourself. Go figure out your answer. What? Very quickly. Okay. All right. Second graders, take deep breath in. Learning breath out. Okay. So it wants us to, what it wants us to do is practice these learning outcomes. It's a little confusing with bars. Okay, so hold on. $34 minus 28. 34 minus 28. Okay, so what? Oh, you know what? Okay. Remember how yesterday, and this is what you guys were looking at, if you know, like if you can round that number up to an even number and make it a little bit easier, right? You can do that. So you could take away that whole number, that 20 or that whatever. Excuse me. Okay. So it's saying if I have 34 minus 28, and I may look at that and I might go, ah, a little bit scary. Okay, it's a little bit scary. Can you girls see this? See the number on the board? Can you see that, Amy? Okay, good. Okay, 34 minus 28, you might see that, excuse me, and it's a little bit challenging, okay? And you're looking at this and you go, okay, here's my tape line. When it asks for a tape diagram or a tape line, this is what it means. Okay, minus 28, and then we're saying, okay, what is this mystery number? What is that left over? Back off. You do not get to jump in her face. You are, Mr. Squatrito, are you in here for a second?
No.
Dang it. Okay, you're just gonna have to wait.
I'll be in like 4.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we might go like this. We might go, oh my goodness, this is really scary looking. But what if I do 34 minus 30? Is that as scary? No, that's not as scary. Because, Sophia, can I get your eyeballs up here? Thank you. Okay, because look at that. I'm taking away 0, 1, so that would stay the same. And I just take away from the tens. That makes it much, much less scary. Do you guys know what you did? 30 plus 2 is 28. Right? Right? So essentially what you did, so if I add 2 to 28 to make it 30, I need to add 2 to 4 to make it 36. Very good. There we go. So what we did is we said, here's my 34 again. 34 plus 2 to make it 36 minus that 28 plus 2 to make it 30. And now we have a less scary problem to find, okay? Because right there, if I go up on both ends, 34 minus 28 is equal to 36 minus 30. Okay, and 36 minus 30 does not need to be so scary, okay? And then we could solve it from there, okay? So we know 6 minus 0 would still be 6. 3 minus 3 is 0, right? So we have 6. So I added 2 to get this. So up here, I would subtract 2 to get back up to this problem. Oh, no, sorry. No, because I added 2 on either end, so it cancels each other out, right? Cancels each other out because 34 minus 28 is the same as 36 minus 30. So they both equal 6. What? Mind blown. Is this a little scary at first? It might be. If you are brave and you're not scared, that's awesome. But it's okay if it's scary because it's something new. Go back to your seat. Go check yourself. Go back to your seat. Go check yourself. Danny, go. Do not come up to me and say, oh, yeah, 3 plus 2 equals 4. Check it and make sure you've done that work properly. Ignore him. Ignore him. He knows that he's not doing what he should be doing, and he knows he's being rude. You ignore him. Okay? Okay. Very quickly. Okay? You go check yourself. You go check yourself. Ouch. You can have to shout and be loud. If you have a question, you could raise your hand politely like any other human in this classroom. No. I'm not doing it, Louise. If you're going to continue to be rude and disrespectful, you can get out of my classroom. If you're raising your hand politely, I'm happy to call on you. What, Louise? You missed yesterday. Did you not get a highlighter tape? Then all you needed to do was ask for one. Okay? You can solve that problem, but guess what? We're not doing that right now because now is math. So that's what we're working on. I don't think Mr. Squatrito meant to leave you out of that, but it looked like everybody wasn't even using highlighter tape. They were all using their highlighters, correct? So that's why you got a highlighter instead of highlighter tape because you don't need a highlighter tape right now. Okay, 22 minus 8. You might be a little scared, right? Because you have to borrow and subtract, and you might be like, oh my gosh, stop. Okay. Yeah, little scared. 22 minus 8, and you say, what does that equal? I don't know. That's a big, scary number. I'm going to have to borrow, or as Miss Kennison likes to call it, steal. Okay? Might have to borrow or steal because I'm not planning on giving it back. I don't need to worry about that right now because guess what? If I add 2 to 8, it becomes a whole number. Right? It becomes a 10. Okay? So if I add 2 to 8 to make it a 10, I add 2 to the number I start with to make it 24. Because what I do to one side, I do to the other, and then it evens out. 22 plus 2, 8 plus 2. Guess what? This is a really easy, it's a really friendly, go to your seats. Go, check your work. Go do the next page. Go sit down, but quit interrupting my second grade lesson. Go. Find the page you need to be on, Anaya. Okay. 4, oh, I put the wrong sign, Miss Kennison. Do a minus, goodness gracious. 4 minus 0 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. Because I did the same thing to both of my my numbers there, they equal the same. Okay, if I were to sit there and do this, 22 minus 8, and I steal from this one, this now becomes 8 or 12. I know that 8 plus 4 equals 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I have 4 left. Bring that one down. I have the same answer, but it was a lot friendlier number to work with when it was the group of 10. Okay? Oh my goodness. I think I will maybe repeat this again. What I might have you guys do tomorrow when you're working on your own, before you get to any of the problem set stuff or anything, I will send you the link to a digital lesson also. So she'll show you the same stuff that I've done here. So you get a refresher, and then you'll work on Zern, and then we'll work on it again probably tomorrow. And so that way you hear the lesson 3 times. And with hearing that lesson 3 times, it should be really stuck in your brain so that you can do that work and it doesn't need to be scary. And hopefully you'll get it. Okay, so that's our goal tomorrow during your math time in at 11, or sorry, your math time at 10:15. When you guys come in from recess, that's what you'll do. I'll send you guys all a digital lesson. You'll do that. You'll do Zern. Then we'll do the lesson again some more. So you've got it 3 times. You've got the lesson. Okay. So anyway, it's different. It's different because she'll present it a little bit different. So it's not like the exact same one, right? But that way you get it a couple times. But what you add to one side, you have to add to the other in order to make it even. Hayden, sit down and work. And Naya and Jimmy, you guys are not standing up there. Go back to your seats. Jimmy, go back to your seat. No, you do not get to sit up there and mess around like that. Sit down. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So essentially, though, you get this. Gosh, I don't know why I keep trying to write 28. Yay. 28 minus 8 is equal to 24 minus 10. I went up on both sides. They are equal problems. Woo! Squatrito said he was going to be back in like 2 minutes. Okay. Let's do another one. How about, woohoo! The more we practice, the more we learn, the more we get problems in our brain. Okay, excuse me. Shh. 26 minus 19. Okay? 26 minus 19. Now, my question to you guys is, how many do I need to change that to round it up to the next 10? How many do I need to change that to round it up to the next 10? Come on. How many do you need to add to make that a group of 10? Troy?
1.
Right? You guys know that. 9 plus 1 equals 10. That's first grade kindergarten stuff. Second graders. 9 plus 1 equals 10. So guess what? What I do to this side, I do to the other side. I add, so to 19, I add 1. So that becomes 20 to 26. I add 1. 26 plus 1 is 27, right? 27, my goal is to make this a friendly number. I'm going to make it a group of 10 to make it a friendly number. Okay, I added 1 to each side, because if I do to one side, I do it to the other, and that way it stays equal. Otherwise, if you do it to one side, remember how in our arrow method, we would then have to add another one or whatever. This way, you don't have to worry about adding or subtracting that other one that you added. Okay, so that's the purpose of this. So let's see. 7 minus 0 is 7, right? If you have 7, you take away 0, you still have 7. 2 minus 2 is 0, so your answer is 7. So guess what? Your answer for both of those is 7. Okay? All right. Bonus points to all of you guys who are focused, who are paying attention, who are trying to participate. I really appreciate it. I know that at first this made you go, ah! You know what? I'm going to admit something. When I looked at this at first, I went, ah! Because I was like, what the heck there? My brain is like fighting this for a minute. And then the more I practice it, the less scared I need to become. Yeah. Go. You're gonna do that. You're gonna be rude. You don't do it. That's the rule, right? You walk up and down, take a break, and you're not going to disrupt my whole class. Bonus points to everybody who's ignoring this behavior. Okay, all right, we're going to keep going because we've got a few more minutes, and now that we're starting to get a little bit more comfortable, it's a little bit less scary, right? We're getting a little bit less, you're not going to do that because that's just disruptive and rude, right? Okay, because we know lunch is coming. We don't need to sit there and worry about it. Doesn't make it come any faster, does it? Nope. Okay, I thought Mr. Squatrito said he was coming back in, so I'm getting a little bit bummed out. First graders, it's not your chit-chat time. Friendly reminder. All right, we're going to look at another number. 33 minus 18. How many do we add to this to make it a friendly number? Ready?
It's like.
How many do you add to 8 to make it a 10? That's what I want to know. 2, very good. You all know. I see Amy showing me very good. 8 plus 2 equals 10. So if 8 plus 2 equals 10, that's going to make this 20, right? And if 8 plus 2 equals 10, guess what? I have to add a 2 to this 2. 3, 4, 5. 35. So what you did is you've got your 33 minus your 18. And you say, okay, how many do I have left? You don't know. I'm scared because that's a big scary number.
I'm not scared.
Okay. And so what I did is I added 2 to either end of that. So both sides, 33 plus 2 and 18 plus 2. You still want to know what that is? Okay, but it's a lot less scary. 5 minus 0 is... Come on, Samuel. 5 minus 0 is... Right. If you have 5 and you take away nothing from it, you have 5 left. Okay. 3 minus 2. Now we're doing our 10s. 30 minus 20. 3 minus 2. Sophia. Right? If you have 3 and you take away 1, 2, or 1, 2, you have 1 left, 15. And guess what? Because you added 2 to both sides, that means this is also 15. Because you didn't just add 2 to one side, you added 2 to both sides. What's Danny? Yes. Go to the next page. And Naya, sit up. You did not get to do that. I thought Mr. Squatrito said he was going to be back like 10 minutes ago, so I don't know what's going on. But sorry, first graders, you're just going to have to keep working. Oh, my gosh. No, not keep working. That's so scary. All right, so now we've done this a little bit. We're feeling a little bit better, right? We've done it a little bit. We're feeling a little bit better. It's looking a little bit less scary, right? It's looking a little bit less scary. Yeah. Go out, take a walk, come back in, settle down. Or you can later, but you don't get to play with something like that where you're going to hurt yourself. I have not seen you behave like this in several weeks, and I'm incredibly disappointed in your behavior. And you do not get stars for this kind of behavior. Okay, so we are really not getting as scared, right? It's far less scary. We're saying, okay, we're feeling a little bit better. We're going to change it up a bit. Oh my gosh, are we going to change it up? Woo, can we do it? Totally. Totally. Okay, so we have, we've got a line of cubes. We've got 6 on one end, and we've got 4 on the other end, and then we've got 1 in the middle. 1 in the middle. Think about what the best strategy is. Jimmy, is that appropriate? So anyway, if he just lays there and doesn't pound on my filing cabinet, I don't care what he does. But he cannot be so disruptive. And I need
over there.
and the first graders desperately need to be checked. Anyway, so did somebody come up with the best strategy for doing this? Did somebody come up with the best strategy?
16.
What do you think? I would love to hear what Ashlyn has to say. Okay, does anybody else have a different strategy? Thinking about that thing that we started at the very beginning. Sophia, no, I didn't say sidebar with your neighbor. Although in a second, maybe we'll talk.
So, we know 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh my gosh! Epiphany! 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 Did you guys all hear the fireworks going off as Troy is saying this? He's saying, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know that I've got a group of 10. I know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. And then I've got one more, and that makes, 11 is a group of 10 and 1 extra 1. Okay? Do that make our lives easier just trying to find that group of 10? Totally.
Yeah.
Scary?
Definitely.
I made it look like a lot less scary. What about you at home, Amy? Was that a lot less scary when you looked at that and you didn't think about having to add 3 numbers, but you thought about finding your group of 10 first?
Yep.
That's essentially what we're doing when we're doing those bars too. We're saying, okay, 8 plus 2 equals 10, 18 becomes 20. And then I add that 2 to the other side also to make those numbers a little bit less scary. Okay? To make those numbers a little bit less scary.
Ooh.
All right. So let's see. So that was kind of fun. So let's keep going. Could have looked at that and we could have gone, I'm just going to talk about that one more time. Okay, we could have gone, let's see. You could have done this. You could have done 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay, and then 6 plus 5. You could have done that. Or you could have done 6 plus 1 equals 7. And 7 plus 4 equals 11. All of those things are going to give you the same answer. Right? But the faster, the quickest way, the least scary way is to see if there's a group of 10 first. To say, I know 6 plus 4 equals 10, add that one more, okay? So you can do whatever works for you, but we're seeing that a lot of times making that friendly number,
Ooh.
feel like you're in a washing machine or something, I don't know. Not working. Okay. Okay, so now let's solve 28 plus 36. 28 plus 36. Okay,
Hmm.
So, Mr. Squatrito, what time you're working for is the purpose that they're doing. They're supposed to be making 10.
Oh, okay.
We've been practicing that we know 7 plus 3 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. They should be practicing that stuff. So anyway, 28 plus 36. We've got 36 now. Before we were doing subtraction. Right? Before we were doing subtraction. And now we're doing addition. Whoa. Whoa.
Yay! I love subtraction.
Well, now we're doing addition. Before we were doing subtraction, now we're doing addition.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one gets a little bit more complicated. This one does get a little bit more complicated because, let's see. So what you can do is we're actually gonna, because remember with subtraction, we could add 2 to one and add 2 to the other, and we'd still be subtracting. And so it equaled the same thing. But guess what? In addition, if we add 2 to one and add 2 to the other, our number just gets even bigger, right? So it doesn't work in addition. So what we have to do in addition is we have to say, okay, I'm going to put this actually in a line. And I'm going to say 28 plus 36. And I'm going to make, I know that 8 plus 2 equals 10. I'm going to take that 2 from this. Okay? And I'm going to say 28 plus 2 equals 30. So that this is now 30 right here. And 36 minus 2, 6 minus 2 is 4, 34. So now you have 30 plus 34. Is that a little bit less scary? Yeah, it is. Because look, you've got 4 plus 0, 4. You've got 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Right? Okay. So second graders, thank you guys for sticking around with me, for being so patient, for letting yourself get scared for a moment and then realizing, okay, it's not so scary. We will continue with this tomorrow. Like I said, I will send you a digital lesson to listen to also tomorrow during your work alone time. And then we'll continue with this also. Okay.